Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon back on the test server, continuing coverage of Doomed Metropolis. So today we're going to take a look at the villain side of things and see where all the locations are and how the story is going to flow from the opposite perspective.
What? Now Supergirl thinks we're a charity? That does it. I am done being made a fool of. Lex has gone soft. He's a total embarrassment. It's time for a change of leadership. I have a plan. Meet the LexCorp agents on my payroll in Metropolis, and we'll show Lex, Goldilocks, and her Boy Scout cousin what evil really looks like.
Alright, so first we're going to check out the Hall of Doom location. And it's usually close to like wherever the equivalent of the hero one is, so like anything near the monitor room would just be in the middle, like that middle circle. But it's starting to get packed with portals here, so I'm not sure where they're going to jam it. So Age of Justice, Starro, Earth 3, got the Gang War, and there it is, Doomed Metropolis. So it's closest to Meta. Now in this zone we're gonna have different base camps because the story is different. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. So the villains are at the northwest corner. The heroes were somewhere like here. And then it doesn't look like we're going to be using Daily Planet from this side.
Doomsday is a critical danger to our operations here in Metropolis. He's leaving behind a trail of deadly spores wherever he goes. Use this device to collect remnants of the infectious spores you find. Bring those samples back so we can study them, and then possibly put them to use.
Okay, so basically the steps are going to be the same from here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, but I won't record it. So that way you're not getting a 40-minute video of the same stuff. But I will leave a link to the hero version of this, and then I'll talk about the differences if there are even any. Okay. Okay, so I just did the star tasks, and they're pretty much exactly the same, except, you know, instead of rallying the Star Labs troops, we're getting LexCorp troops. And then the second part of it is exactly the same. We're going to the Daily Planet and getting the artifact. And we're also talking to Lois Lane. So there actually is no difference other than some dialogue.
Can't stop him alone. Even Lex has helped in times of need, and you work for him, so you've got to help defeat Doomsday. LexCorp researchers have some sort of probiotic which should protect you from the Doomsday plague. You have to help.
So I don't think we're going to be able to do this part because currently there is nobody logged onto the test server. And I actually didn't see Doomsday at all while doing those tasks. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we won't be able to do this part. Let me just warp back to the rally point. Nope. Okay, so this is in the mode where it's like daily, weekly now.
LexCorp agents are being infected by doomsday spores at the same rate as the civilian population.
LexCorp agents continue to fail at life.
Our
And
agents
keep
safe. Period.
So this appears to be 4 tasks
LexCorp is
total.
taking heavy losses at the hands of Star Labs.
Doomsday is a critical danger to our operations here in Metropolis. He's leaving behind
And then there's like
deadly spores wherever he goes.
that's the
Use this
weekly
device to
counter,
collect remnants of the infectious spores in
and
the
then a
forest.
weekly bounty.
Bring those samples back so we can study them, and then possibly put them to use.
So let's see if there's any differences here. So for the bounty, it's Superboy or Steel. Again, they're pulling from the original cast of The Death of Superman, or actually Reign of the Supermen. So Superboy and Steel on this side, and then on the heroes, you get Hank Henshaw and oddly Bizarro, because Eradicator is missing. What else do we have? Oh, I wanted to cover the by location. Okay, here's the weekly counter. No, it isn't. Where is it? Intel drops. Yeah, I gave feedback on this from my last video, which, if you guys saw that, you saw that I got 12 out of the 175 after 1 day of dailies. So that puts us on pace for 84, which is not even half of the 175. So this is a very, it's a very tedious weekly task. And you get this by taking out Star Labs operatives. But it's not a kill counter in this version of the build on test server. You have an 85% chance of getting credit for every Star Labs operative you take out. And same on the hero side, it's also 175 except you're taking out LexCorp. So the devs did see the feedback and they are changing this. So they know that the 175 is too high. They didn't mention what the number is going to be. Hopefully it's really close to half of that, because that's somewhat doable. And they're also changing the 85% to 100% so that it will be a kill count. So that it should be a little bit more fair whenever they get the next build of the test server up. So this is not the number that's going to be live. And I will link to that thread so you can see it. But there isn't much more to see here. I mean, it's pretty much the same. It's just that the villain camp is in a different location, and you're taking out like opposite faction and you're rallying your own. Okay, well, that is the villain perspective. It's nothing different. We're still fighting Doomsday. We're not fighting Superman as I thought it could be. But I'm sure the dialogue will be different after you take out Doomsday, because, you know, the idea is for the villains to want to kill Superman. So I'm sure Calculator is going to say something different after that. Okay, that's it from here. Thanks for watching.